the Pleiadians, a redefinition of yourself. Beloved ones, we greet you. We witness you undergoing a redefinition of yourself within this new arena of Earth. Know that this resurrection process will take place, creating layers of change, and the most essential aspect of this transmutation phase is your desire and willingness to want change. This is not about trying, rather a shifting of your perceptions from one moment to the next. To be choosing to look at things in a different way, and by to consciously beginning to let go of automatic responses from the ego mind that no longer serve you. The mind engages by constantly bringing you into formed cycles of habitual patterns that move you away from being present in the moment. You will begin to redefine yourselves in different ways through the changed energetic landscape of Earth. You have entered a series of constant repositioning cycles that are designed to place you automatically within the new dimensional setting of alternate reality states that are now a stabilized aspect of your planet. These alternate reality states are designed to naturally align you away from the ego mind's control. This process will happen in waves, creating rotations of ongoing change within you. This repositioning process is being made possible through the transformational light radiating from the magnetic core of the Earth. These repositioning pulses are moving through you, creating a rebirthing process. With the veils of illusion having completely lifted off your planet, the light pulses are able to build in momentum to create a higher focused arena for you to naturally stabilize within, giving you access to the higher functioning multi-dimensional elementals of your higher self, shifting the frequency within your cells to assist you to re-enter the sacred light flows of your consciousness that are linked to the universal Godhead arena. You have what is referred to as a wisdom wing that runs through your multi-dimensional heart, which is also a part of your sacred system. You will begin to take flight once more through the self-actualization of your wisdom wing, enabling you to begin to move into the self-realization of the Christ consciousness elemental of your nature. Each one of you have the Christ consciousness essence held within the crystalline structure of your body. This is the time for that aspect of your wholeness to be made active, manifested within your sacred systems to support your transformational process now. This essence of you is a natural aspect of your creation element. Earth has now officially entered its next era, self-resurrection. Through the higher frequency and quantum level of activation of this new era on Earth, you will be enabled to release yourself from your self-imposed cross. You have been living out this role of carrying this cross of illusionary burdens for lifetimes. This is the time for you to release yourself from the cross to begin to move through the different hierarchy layers of your Christ consciousness elemental within, to restore yourself and reactivate the element of love within you. This is what you have pre-agreed to achieve in this lifetime, your self-resurrection process, which is an essential aspect of your mission. Time is always now. This moment is the only true reality. In truth, there is only one eternal moment in existence where everything is created instantaneously. All things are being created simultaneously within the eternal moment. Your role at this juncture is to enter and stabilize within that eternal moment. Understanding the stabilization of entering the eternal moment is achieved through engaging within your wisdom wing, with the goal being to become the creator of your world within the eternal moment. You were created through the elementals of love. The frequency of love is contained within your DNA, is held within the cells. There is a constant pulsing of love being generated within your cellular structure. This design created through the frequency of love is for you to draw from to utilize for creating. All creation has the frequency embodiment of love. Love is about weaving together that which you desire within the wisdom wing of your heart at the juncture of the eternal moment. There is a profoundness that will arise within you as you stabilize within the eternal moment within your heart's wisdom wing. As you realign to this aspect of yourself, you return to become a natural creator. In your present state of consciousness, most of the time in each moment your mind is constantly changing its direction. As you begin to enter the eternal moment, the mind, your emotions, and your physical body align within your wisdom wing of your heart, creating a unique sacred synergy of self between them. Once your physical body, your emotions, and your mind are organized in one direction, the dimensional sacred synergy of you begins to naturally create. An essential first step is you understanding your own sacred process leading you back to your creation abilities. Even if you don't quite understand this right now, you are still energetically beginning to take in the essence of your returning process. Just by reading this material, a light switch is being turned back on within you. Your sacred system is responding to this truth. You are automatically beginning a cycle of change within. The mind's understanding of this is irrelevant to the outcome. Your heart's intelligence begins to respond to the activation of the truth of this internal process that we are presenting to you. Process aligning to the wisdom wing of your heart. The wisdom wing of your heart is multidimensional in form. Picture angel wings extending from your sternum, the center of your upper chest, extending outwards from both sides of that central point. Huge flowing wings of light, iridescent in color, creating waves of limitless, flowing light, alive, vibrant. Your inner heart's true desire is to let go, while creating through moving back into the transcendence of your original power. Remember, this is a step-by-step process of creating layers of change within yourself consciously. As you once more return to the frequency of the wisdom wing of your heart, you naturally transform into aspects of your pure consciousness light. You naturally begin to create a stabilization within the eternal moment, a place where all creation is actualized automatically. These are the words that will continue to brighten the flame within you, setting alight your wisdom wings and creating a continual conscious transmutation process within. I am the life, the light of being creator. Steps for the process. 1. Hold your palm to connect to the top of your sternum, just below the base of your throat. Bring your awareness to where you feel the warmth or pressure of your hand on that position. Take a conscious breath and place it like a soft wind within the place your hand is touching. Feel, see, or sense an opening. This may be subtle or strong. Whether you sense a light, a color, a feeling, bring your awareness within the space that you are experiencing on some level and take one more conscious breath. Then let go again into the space. 2. Place a hum within the space. Feel, see, or sense the space responding to you in some way. 3. You are now going to bring your tapping fingers, middle finger, and index finger, and place it at the top of your sternum. This is just below the soft space of the throat, on the sternum bone. 4. Hold a firm pressure downwards on the bone. Bring your awareness into that place. Bring your conscious breath to where you feel the pressure. Place it gently like a soft wind. Feel, see, or sense the response. Repeat the conscious breath. 5. You are going to tap on this position. 1, 2, 3, 4, like knocking on a door. You are going to repeat the tapping 3 times more. Each time you tap the 4 times, feel, see, or sense the response. 6. You continue to hold the tapping fingers in position as you place the conscious breath within the response, however small or large. 7. You are now going to move your tapping fingers from this position and move them further down the sternum bone. 3 inches or 7.5 cm from the original top position. 8. You will repeat steps 4, 7 so that you will have 3 separate openings down your sternum bone. This is the doorway to your multi-dimensional wisdom wing. 9. Bring your hands to your prayer position, palms are placed together, physically resting against the sternum, the top of your fingers pointing upwards, and are just in line with the soft opening of the throat. 10. Bring your awareness to where your palms physically connect to each other. Take a conscious breath and let go. Feel, see, or sense an opening where your palms are meeting. Hold your awareness on this space that you perceive. 11. Place your hum within the space. Take one more conscious breath and choose to let go. Allow letting go within you, no attachments, just letting go. 12. Bring the words, I am, into the space you feel, see, or sense. Repeat this twice more. 13. Slowly you are going to draw your hands apart, about 3 inches, 7.5 cm. Your palms are facing each other. You are going to feel, see, or sense an opening. As you do this, and then bring your awareness within the opening. Take a conscious breath, letting go. 14. Bring in your hum into the space. Feel, see, or sense the light, movement, maybe flow. 15. Now bring your awareness to both palms, and move your palms further apart, let them flow outwards as far as they want to go. Feel, see, or sense the sacred flow lines developing within the opening. The essence. Take a conscious breath, letting go within the space that you see, sense, or feel. Everything within this space are elementals of you. 16. Bring in the words, I am. I am the life, the light of being creator. 17. Repeat the essence of the words within the space that you see, sense, or feel. Claim ownership of this space. 18. Place the frequency of the sacred sound, Dharnahn, pronounced Darnayarn. Feel, see, or sense a further forging. Building within the space, as you place the sacred sound. Repeat the sound within this space, as you need or feel to. 19. Bring both palms slowly back to rest on your upper chest. Use the conscious breath to align this frequency into the space of your heart cells. Letting go. Note, utilize the process as often as you feel. Step by step you will align and reactivate the wisdom wing of your heart. Know that you are allowed to let go and set in motion this metamorphic process within you. We witness you and hold the energetic frequency to support your process. Know all is in hand as you step forward into glorious light, returning. Blessings. The Pleiadians. Message from the angels. So many currents. My dear friends, we love you so very much. So many believe their journey here on the earth would be so much easier if everyone behaved and thought as they did, but in reality, you would quickly become bored. You didn't come to earth for sameness. You came for the contrast. You came to dip your toes in a delicious reality of differences and sort through them, finding your heart in the mix. And then, after all this stimulus, you were determined to create. You knew that you would tune yourself to dreams as yet undreamt, and therefore call the unseen love into physical reality. You are part of ongoing creation. Nonetheless, being human is challenging when you witness people who rub you the wrong way, doing things you can't imagine doing, and saying things you can't even comprehend. While there is much more to enjoy and appreciate on your planet, the ones you don't enjoy seem to grab the spotlight of your attention far too easily. We know this frustrates many of you. You'd rather think about your best friend than an unpleasant text. You'd rather focus on your child than the person ranting on the news. You'd rather be in the garden than worry about what you saw on social media this morning. You all prefer to feel good. As sensitive souls, you feel the tugs and pulls of others' desires, and it takes practice to learn that you can tune out the noise. Generally, it is not positive people doing positive things who try to command your attention. Those who contribute to the world offer their services, products, and ideas, hoping to attract your attention, rather than demanding it. More often than not, the insecure, fearful, and angry souls are the ones trying to command your attention. They want someone to keep them company in their current state of being. You can feel their desire for agreement, and their need to have you validate their pain. Have compassion for anyone in this space. Share love and kindness with them if you are inspired to do so, and move away when you are not. However, dear ones, as masters of your own focus, you need not tune your energy where they are tuned. You can choose to tune into love, kindness, compassion, tune into anything else that feels better when you cannot. It will take some practice to stay in your vibration of choice. Most of you are well practiced in the art of pleasing others rather than pleasing the spirit of love within. Even the most wonderful, well-meaning souls with good things to offer would like you to pay attention to their words and wares. They may offer wonderful wisdom and good products. But if you want something else, you will feel the tension between your desire and theirs unless you have become very strong and centered in your own point of view. This inner tug of war manifests as doubts in your own inner knowing and feelings of confusion. For example, say you want to accomplish a task, but get caught scrolling past one video after the next. These things aren't necessarily bad, but instead of doing what you wanted to do, you get drawn into paying attention to what someone else wants you to focus on. You may feel frustrated when you realize an hour has gone by. Grant yourself grace. Refocus and move forward. You may want a brief overview of the news, but a dramatic story draws you in and upsets you. Again, time to back up, tune into something kinder, and regain the vibration you intended to have throughout your day. You want to enjoy some quiet time, but the one person in your life with complaints calls you. You feel yourself going to answer as if a magnet pulls you. It is okay to turn off the ringer on your phone and answer later. In these and so many other ways, you find your attention wandering, and not always where you wanted it to be. And here is a subtle but important note in your process of manifesting. The topic you are focusing on matters less than the vibration it inspires within you. You've heard the saying, energy flows where attention goes. You may be manifesting a wonderful partner, but if your attention is going toward all the people you consider crazy, and who upset you, your vibration will be all muddied up with a mixture of hope and disgust. Look for the good people in the world, and enjoy them. Appreciate your life and your friends. Enjoy your day. In this way, you attune to a harmonious life and harmonious relationships. Likewise, you may be manifesting vibrant health, but if you focus on fixing your illness, talk about your illness, and endlessly research ways to prevent the illness, you may become so tired, confused, or fearful that you dilute your vibration of well-being. Far better to read a good book, take a walk, spend time with your animals, or watch an inspiring video. These things put you in a good vibration which allows you desired well-being. No matter what the world or circumstances around you are doing, your attention, your calibration, and your thoughts, filters, and focus that ultimately control your vibration. So, as you look at the world, change your focus as often as you need to maintain a kinder vibration. Either focus on things, beings, and situations that raise you up, or think more elevating thoughts. Even if you are stuck in a situation that does not feel good, use your attention to focus on something better in either your inner or outer world. In every situation, dear ones, you can focus your attention on something that bothers you, or something that uplifts you. Focusing in a way that feels good is much easier when faced with pleasant, cooperative individuals, but as you strive to practice shifting your attention and focusing on what feels better, you can master the ability to become the tuner you are, thus sifting and sorting through all the different energetic offerings on your planet, and deciding which ones you will embrace to attract new and wonderful situations into your life. God bless you. We love you so very much. The Angels. The God Field Rediscovered. The courageous Professor Peter Higgs passed away in April 2024. Starting in 1964, he had quietly but relentlessly championed the return of a universal all-pervasive field to the world of physics. His Higgs mechanism explains the origin of the property of mass in subatomic particles. It requires the existence of an all-pervasive field, and it also predicted the existence of a previously undetected particle, now called the Higgs boson. When the existence of this new particle was proved at CERN's Large Hadron Collider in Switzerland, popular literature picked up on its fundamental importance and called it the God particle. This corrects the wrong turn taken by science over a century ago when an erroneous experiment failed to detect the ether and, instead of admitting failure, declared that the ether did not exist. This set back the progress of energy research for many decades. In the 1800s, the science world accepted the existence of the luminiferous ether and all-pervasive field, which is the medium through which light is transmitted. At the time, the electrical pioneer Michael Faraday firmly believed in the luminiferous ether as an all-pervasive fabric of space. He went on to discover the principles that made possible the electric generator, motor, and transformer. In the early 1900s, Nikola Tesla, ignoring the faulty experiment, firmly believed in the ether and, among many other advances, gave the world alternating current technology, making long-distance electrical transmission possible. Today, the all-pervasive field is back, after being lost to physics for over a century. Next, progressive science minds will sense the tide change in physics and take the next steps by unraveling the damage caused by the theoretical concept of space-time, which was invented as a substitute for the ether. Space-time was embedded into the counterintuitive theory of relativity, which tries to tell us that we will never be able to travel faster than the speed of light. I doubt that is the belief of the ET visitors who travel back and forth hundreds of light years to come and visit and see how close we are to being ready for open contact. Relativity is one of those observer-bound ideas that thinks that the outside world is governed by the mind of the observer. In truth, the cosmos has its own rules and does not require humans to bring things into existence. For example, when you look at the Pleiades in the night sky, you're not creating what you see. You're seeing an image of how the stars looked 500 years ago, because that is how long their light took to reach you. It's the same thing with the question of whether a tree falling in a forest makes a sound, if you're not there to hear it. Yes, it does make a sound even if no one is there to hear it. The following example shows why relativity is counterintuitive. Two cars are traveling toward each other at a steady speed of 60 miles per hour each. They pass and continue their journeys in opposite directions at that speed. Then, 1 hour after the point where they passed each other, they will be 120 miles apart, one car having traveled from the meeting point 60 miles in one direction, and the other car having traveled 60 miles in the opposite direction. Their speed relative to each other added up to produce a cumulative 120 miles of separation in 1 hour. So far, so good. Common sense reigns. With relativity theory, however, common sense flies out the window. It says that if two spaceships are traveling toward each other, both traveling at 0.8 times the speed of light, their relative speed cannot add up to 1.6 times the speed of light, because nothing can exceed the speed of light. Make sense? No, of course not, and yet, this kind of relative space-time nonsense has helped keep ether theory suppressed for over a century, severely hampering progress in energy research. Today, thanks to the courageous persistence of Professor Peter Higgs, we have the ether back, albeit under a new name. But, will it be called the Higgs field in popular usage? I rather like the title of Lynn McTaggart's book, which simply called it the field, with a capital F. Renaming the ether as the field certainly helps avoid confusion over certain energy definitions. You see, the ether and etheric energy are two energies that sound the same but are actually as different as yin and yang. So, let's review those definitions as given in one of the chapters of my book, Spiritual Metaphysics, Answers to the Great Mysteries of Life. The field is a subtle, fluid, magnetic energy which fills all space. It is the fabric of space. Etheric energy has been given many names, for example zero-point energy, prana, chi, or qi, argon, the fifth element, tachyon energy, and vacuum energy. A more subtle goes into electricity. Etheric energy is the life force that streams towards us from the sun, energizing and motivating all forms of life. In summary, etheric energy is universal life energy. Like all energies, it travels within the field. Source: arrayofflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light. Click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.